Hey everybody, Sam back once again and I'm reviewing this bad boy, the Nexus 4. So shall we get on with it? Yeah, let's roll the intro. So here we have it, yes, the Nexus 4. So what I want to do first of all is run down the main specifications of the device. As you can see, it is basically the whole of the front of the phone is a screen, and that screen is a 4.7 inch. The resolution is 768 by 1280. For those non-technical people, that just means it's got a nice high definition display. And for the pixel punchers out there, it has got a 318 ppi. And again, for those non-tech heads, basically the more pixels, generally the higher quality of the screen you're going to get. Inside the device, we are rocking a massive 1.5 GHz quad-core Snapdragon S4 Pro Edition, running 2 GB of RAM. And again, for you non-tech heads out there, all that means is pure unadulterated power. It is an absolute beast. It is fast, it is slick. It is the fastest mobile processor on the market today. This particular phone comes with 16 GB of internal memory. You can also get it with 8 GB of memory as well. So there are only two versions available at the moment. Who knows, there may be some other ones in the future, but currently yes, it's only 8 and 16 GB. Now obviously inside the phone it has also got your Bluetooth, which is version 4.0. So it's got Wi-Fi built in as well as assisted GPS, GLONASS. All that means is for your satellites it's going to get a nice quick lock signal for you. Over in the front of the device, it is rocking a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera, which is capable of doing video at 720p. I have done a demo on that. If you want to see that demo, I will put in a little annotation on screen. Popping the device over to the back, it's got the nice Nexus logo there. On the back of it, it's got your 8 megapixel camera. Hopefully you can just see that there. Just below it, it's got your LED flash. Now that's capable of doing 1080p at 30 frames a second. While we're here, we'll show you around the device. On the bottom of it, you've got a nice little slit there, and all that is there is for regards to the speakerphone. On the left side of the device, you just got your SIM ejector. Basically in there is where your SIM card goes, your volume up and down. Going to the top of the device, you've got your 3.5mm headphone jack and your secondary microphone. The right side of the device, all you've got is your lock switch, obviously your power and lock switch. The rest of it is all nice and completely flush down the side. On the bottom, it's got this nice little industrial design with the screws, micro USB for charging and syncing, and yes, your main microphone. So, let's get into the main part of the review. First of all, let's talk about this new lock screen. Yes, it is a brand new lock screen. So, if you want to unlock it anywhere here. Previously, you could only unlock it just to the side, and the other side was your camera. To get to your camera, all you do now is you slide anywhere down the side, and as you see, your camera comes into position and it will pop out straight away. Not only that, on this side of the device, slide it this way, you have now got widgets on your lock screen. So this is basically my Twitter widget, which I use as Falcon. Slide it across again, you can add another widget. So let's say I add another one on there. Let's say I want my calendar. So I tap on my calendar, I've now got another one. So I'll slide it across, I've got my actual widget for my Twitter, my actual lock screen itself, just with my actual, obviously my time and date, and then my camera. If I want to, I can remove that, chuck it up there and get rid of it, or move it across and have it to that side. So now I've got that there. If you're thinking, okay, how do I unlock it on this one? Basically, tap that, the unlock screen comes back up, slide it across, and go straight to your camera. So I'll show you how we just do that. Go straight into the camera application, and boom, there you go straight away. We're going to come back to the camera in a moment or two. We're going to talk about this as a phone. Yes, look, it has got a phone dialer on there. So let's just jump into the phone dialer. Now, unfortunately, it's not a predictive kind of dialer. So if I wanted to, let's say, I don't know, call a taxi, I couldn't basically type TA and then it wouldn't come up. It just starts dialing the number. So unfortunately, it doesn't have predictive text there at the moment. Maybe it'll get pushed out in an update. I'm hopeful. I know it's something they can do because it has been hacked to do that, by other methods, but currently it doesn't work like that. Now, how does it perform as a mobile phone? Some people seem to neglect it. At the end of the day, it is a mobile phone, and I'm happy to say it performs well as a phone. In terms of the signal, it performs very well. I've not had any drop calls. It's had a very strong signal everywhere I've gone. That's not been an issue. The issue for me has been the speaker. So as you can see just there, it's got a nice little cutout there, but the problem I've found is that it's very low quality. Now, it's nothing. I don't think it's anything to do with the software. I believe it's a hardware issue because it just doesn't sound great at all. It's just got a very tinny, a very old mobile phone kind of signal sound, you know, you kind of expect. You know, on some really old phone, you're thinking, you can tell I'm on a mobile phone, you can tell somebody else is on a mobile phone. It doesn't sound great. The microphone, on the other hand, apparently sounds great on the other end of the phone. The people I've spoken to, they said, no, it sounds great. So I think that they've kind of, kind of put a cheap budget, kind of, speakerphone in there. It doesn't sound the best. The phone itself performs well as a phone, but it's not fantastic, and just because it doesn't sound great. The text messaging is pretty much what you'd expect. Nice and quick, slick, no real extra features, just text message, MMS, etc. The big thing everyone wants to know about is the camera. So let's go to the camera application. And here it is. So obviously we've got a brand new redesigned camera. So as you can see here, when you tap on screen, you get presented, kind of bring it a little closer for you. You're presented with this new on-screen menu. So you can turn HDR on, turn your LED flash on or off, or put it as auto. You can also basically go to your front-facing camera, go to your exposure, your settings, and your auto white balance, so you can change it around if you want to change it. So I got to be honest, I like that. As we all know, we have got the camera, the video camera, panorama, and the new photosphere. Now I'm doing a demo on that one, so stay tuned for my channel for that. I'm going to have a full demo detailing the whole of photosphere. What I'm going to do now is just bring another device in really quickly so I can actually take a picture of it. I'm just going to show you what the actual picture quality is like. So to tap to focus, pretty much where it says it is. When it goes green, hopefully you can just see that there now. So let's tap it again. Once it goes green, tap your little button and boom. We'll do it again. Boom. And as you'll probably see, it is very, very fast at actually taking a picture. You know, there's pretty much no lag on there. Turn it sideways, and if you just basically pull it across, you go straight to your actual picture straight away. Now I will upload this and I'll put a link in the description if you want to actually see the quality of that. Gotta be honest with you, it performs well when there's a lot of light. It does seem pretty decent, but as soon as there's no loads and loads of light, currently I'm using a softbox at this side and this side, so it's going to perform pretty decently. But when there's no softbox, it's normal daylight, you'll notice the flash comes on quite a lot. When the flash comes on, it just looks kind of washed out and poor. The camera itself, it's okay, but it doesn't knock my socks off. It's not a camera I'm going to go, this is going to replace your normal camera. Again, it's okay, but it's not something I could recommend as the best camera phone in the market. It's going to do you for your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook and stuff like that, but that's pretty much it. You're not going to get anything else out of the actual camera itself. Obviously, the next big thing is the browser. So, browsing performance in this thing is okay, but I'll be honest with you, it's pretty poor at times as well. Now, the website I'm on currently, I'm using the Techno Buffalo website just to show you this demo. I've got the full web page loaded up. I'm using their page because they have a lot of kind of dynamic stuff, and obviously it's going to test the browser. Now I'm just going to show you regards to flicking it. It's all white, yeah, and that's not all right. That's all white, yeah. When you flick it fast, you don't get the checkerboard like you used to get. Basically, Chrome doesn't give you checkerboard; it just gives you white spaces. And to me, that's just a really bad experience. I'm just not happy with that, and it's because of Chrome. I've tested other browsers. I've tested Dolphin and a couple other ones out there. They don't seem to do that. It's just Chrome, and yes, Chrome is now the default browser on an Android device, a pure Google Android device. There's no longer this stock default Android browser anymore. That disappoints me. As much as I love Chrome, I love it on my desktop. It's fantastic on the desktop. It's not ready for a mobile device yet. So as soon as you get a device, if you do get a Nexus device, you want to be getting rid of that off your main screen, getting yourself a third-party launcher such as Opera or Dolphin, and you notice straight away you're going to get a much better performing browsing experience straight away. Now the biggest thing, and this is going to be the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video, is the battery. Now so far you're probably thinking, seems like a pretty good phone, it's pretty nice and fast, there's not much of an issue there. As you've probably seen with regards to me flicking around, there's no real issue in terms of lag, there's no stutter. It is a very, very fast device. I'd even go to say it's the fastest device I've ever tested on the market today. But the battery is pathetic, to say the least. It's not a word I'd like to use, I don't use that lightly, but the battery performance is pathetic. Now I've got some screen grabs here for you. Yes, that was, getting closer, 4 hours 45 minutes and 49%. You're thinking, really, Sam? And then took on to 30%, 5 hours and 35 minutes. And that with a screen on time of 2 hours and 12 minutes. So if I'd have carried on that kind of performance, I'd have got about maybe 7 or 8 hours maximum, with probably maybe 2.5, 3 hours if I'm lucky. Recently I've been getting about 12 hours as a maximum, with about 1.5 hours to 2 hours screen on time, and that to me is just not acceptable for a smartphone in today's market. The phone itself is one amazing device, minus the camera's not the best, it's okay. Apart from that, everything else is pretty much stellar. Everything I want to use the device for, it does it perfectly. But because I can't use it for more than half a day, if I have the screen on, I'm getting 5 or 6 hours. Again, that's just not acceptable. It is a real user review. I've had the phone now for going on about 5 weeks. I've given it a good old time to bed the battery in. So, do I recommend the Nexus 4? Yes, if you're okay with the battery life. That's the honest answer. And that's it, people. Do you have any questions about the Nexus 4? If you do, leave me a comment down below. Again, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at samjpullen. If you do enjoy the videos I do, please hit that like button. It is very much appreciated. Favourite if you love it as well. I do appreciate that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. All the information is down in the description below. Thank you for watching this one, and I will see you all in my next video. Cheers, everyone.